Well, this is part 2 of a series of videos that I've been making about a game in progress called Grubs. Okay, so we'll just open up the game again now, and we'll go into Open Play Arena, and here we are in the tunnel again. And this is a shield, and I'll explain why a bit later. So I'll head into the actual arena again. The whole reason why I made the Grubs was to give the player and the Carnivore something to interact with. I needed the Carnivore to have something to hunt, and it needed to be able to generate and sustain a population without any outside help. So I'm going to place an egg on the ground now, and there it is. And the eggs can take anywhere between 10 minutes to a few seconds to hatch. It's all done by a random script, so each egg is different. And you can see that the egg counter up the top left has gone down because we've used up one of our eggs, and down the bottom left we've got one egg now in the scene, which is the one that we're looking at now. So the egg will hatch in a second. There we have it, the grubs just hatched. They grow up very fast. I tried to keep the design for the grub as basic as possible to have a decent frame rate, because as you'll see a bit later we're going to have quite a few of these guys running around, and that's the reason why he's not animated at all, because in the Blender game engine at the moment armatures take up a lot of processing power, so to have 40 bugs running around with armatures would be way too much. So I just went for a more simple design, tried to develop the script as well as I could and get some basic gameplay going. So the grub will continue to run around like this, and randomly it'll lay eggs, and these eggs, like the one that we just saw, will also hatch into more grubs. So after a while the grub population will increase, and with the more grubs there are, the more eggs they'll lay, and so after about 5 minutes you'll have a pretty decent population going. So you can pretty easily get a good population going, but after a certain amount of time something starts to go a little bit weird, and the grubs start to mutate into these more aggressive types of grubs that are toxic, and these grubs can hunt the player down and attack the player with poisonous acid spit. These mutant grubs also lay eggs, but their eggs are a bit different. They produce a toxic kind of gas which is harmful to the player. So in a way they actually infect the environment, and when the player wants to have a break from these mutant grubs and get away from them a bit, we can head back to the tunnel, and this is where the shield comes in handy, because the mutant grubs won't actually go through the shield unless they're forced through by other grubs. So the player can stay behind the shield and fight the grubs off, and we'll cover how we can fight them in the next video, and what methods we can take to lower the population and destroy it completely if it gets way out of control.